what's going on again in YouTube world. So I'm back again as told by my previous video with a review of one of the worst and short-lived and utterly ridiculous TV show of the 1970s called Mr. T. And not the one, not 18 that you're thinking about. This one came out in 1976. This NBC sitcom starred Mr. Karate Man himself, Pat Morita, as Taro Takahashi, a Japanese inventor who lives with the free-spirited American nanny named Tina Kelly, played by Suzanne Blanchard. Now, Morita's character had only appeared in one episode of Welcome Back, Kotter before the network decided that he deserved his very own spinoff. So, do you think that's a good idea or a bad one? Let's get to it. But that hastiness ended up backfiring big time. Yeah, this show was a complete flop. It was basically focusing on a kooky, half-crazy inventor and that free-spirited nanny of his, so you know much of nothing was getting done around the house. He had a son and a daughter that was of teenage years. Mr. T and Tina was one of the first TV shows to have a predominantly Asian American cast. But unfortunately, there was nothing else damn redeemable about this dumpster fire of a TV show. Nothing redeemable. And let's not even get started on the show's writing. I'm talking about pitiful writing for 1976. Listen, the show's writing was plain awful and relied on clunky stereotypes that seemed racist even back in 1976, which is really saying something. It's really saying something. One of the show's most notable critics was a guy named Lee Winfrey. He was quoted as saying, "I feel like suing ABC for damages." He even said that if I ever watch it again, it'll be when I'm bound and gagged. But this show was supposed to be, like I said earlier, a spinoff from a character that appeared in one single episode of Welcome Back, Kotter, starring John Travolta. And from what some sources say on the internet, they was basically saying that instead of the show being humorous, it came off as shockingly stereotypical and pushed gags that were extremely bigoted. And like I said, even for the 70s, you know, it was considered like over the top. Thank goodness the show was canceled after only 5 episodes. Later on, the actors and actresses all came out to criticize how awful the writing was. One writer for Kotter reported that ABC had already decided to cancel Mr. T and Tina before the pilot had even aired. So that should give you a huge indication of just how bad and terrible the writing was, to the point that ABC was already thinking about canning the whole entire pilot before even just giving it the green light. And I guess they wanted to give it a green light because back at that time, Norman Lear, he was over a lot of shows from the 70s. The Jeffersons, Good Times, you name it. Oh, he was ahead of a lot. But that was just some dumb writing. And probably none of the characters even made quite a bit of sense. And for what I was reading, a free-spirited nanny, that ain't gonna work. A kooky Japanese guy because he moved his two children from another country to America. And he was like an inventor. So it just didn't make no sense. And that was like I said, the show was all over the place. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I was your host, Price. Let's roll with another video. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, share the video. And be sure to tune in for future videos of mine at a later date. Like I said, I ran out of tech products. So now I'm reviewing shows and movies. So be sure to catch me next time. Until next time, everybody, peace and continue to have a good one. Later.